Hi there, so you are just about to take your Google Educator Level 1 exam. Let's take a look at how to get there. I've Googled Google Teacher Center and I'm clicking on the Google Teacher Center. That's a great place to get started. There we go. And I'm going to go to certifications and I'm going to click on Educator Level 1. And I'm going to click on, you're going to click on I have a voucher. And you will have a Criterion voucher. And so you'll choose Criterion platform. You'll sign in with, I would recommend your Prairie Rose account. All right, now you'll get to a page that looks like this, and you will click on register for an exam. And you will click on for educators. And now you will put in, or you'll click on buy now. And then this is where you will put in your voucher code. And I don't have one of those currently to put in, but that's where you will do that. Once you put in your voucher, you will click on, if you click on My Assessments, once that goes through, you should see something that now has scheduled exams. And this is the date registered. And then if you click on this little question mark, it says we will send you a message in 24 to 48 hours with instructions for your exam. And that can take up to a day or two. So if you're wanting to write this Saturday after our final course, you have a 2-week window. No, with the voucher, you have 6 months to write it, but you might only have a 2-week window. You have 6 months to use the voucher. There we go. But once you register, I think you only have about a 2-week window within which to write the exam with that voucher. So the voucher is good for 6 months, but once you put it into the system, you have a 2-week window. Now, as soon as I registered, I went to check my email, and I found this email almost right away in my clutter. So it says, I actually paid for my exam. So this is my receipt and confirmation that I'm registered, but it won't necessarily show up or I won't have the link that's the live link quite yet. It could still take up to 48 hours. It does remind you to check your spam folder, and mine, it did indeed go to my clutter, but I have had items go to my junk as well. And I think I just saw a message. Okay, so now since we were talking, did get a new email, and it'll look like this. It'll say, my exam is ready. I have 8 days to log into the exam. I thought it was 2 weeks. It's 8 days. If I do not log in, then I lose my registration. So in my case, I'd have to pay again. In your case, your voucher will no longer be valid, and you will have to then pay the big $10 US and do it again. There is a known problem that you might get an exam in like Spanish or Tagalog or some other language. So if that happens, Do keep this email because there's information on how to change that language. And if you take it on the Saturday following our last class, I will also be on standby in a Google Meet, so you can contact me and I can help you walk through that if that happens as well. Remember, the exam is 3 hours. It reminds you right there. And I've told you before, I failed the first time because of the time. I knew my stuff, but I did not give I was too lackadaisical in my approach. And so do keep that in mind. So those are all the things that you'll see and that you'll look at. I got my email, the ready to go email, within a few minutes. And so if I come back here to my, not that one, this one, I did indeed get this email. It says I'll send an email. I don't know if you're seeing this pop up. You might not. It says I'll get a message in 24 to 48 hours. I got that almost immediately. So now anytime before whatever date my email said, I need to take my recert of my level 1 exam. I have until February 4th. So that hopefully will help you out in getting ready to take your Google Level 1 exam. Of course, you can contact me at any time.